What up? Here we are again. This time I'm going to make some spaghetti my way. So let's handle it. Right. So let me get something here. I had a hard day in the office today. One of my coworkers decided to get my blood pressure up, so I have to wind down. And one way of doing that is cooking. Get my mind off the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. I don't claim to be the best cook, but I do enjoy my own spaghetti recipe. I think I do a pretty good job. Yep. Uncle James, it's Uncle James here. Hang on. Listen to Uncle James here.
So explain to me. All these men on YouTube, men, some of these goofy men watching type videos, Gossip Queen, and House and Party type of female type of behavior. I go and I see some of these men, they're supposed to be men. These are men today, huh? And you guys got to do better. And I know it's not all of you. But there's too many. We need men.
Yep.
Now, today, we need you to rise up.
Right.
We need you to be leaders. We need you to be men.
Not trannies, men.
Fuel your dog's best life every day with Nature's Recipe.
Everybody got a story. But all this man idolizing other men, this man worshiping shit, this hero worship, putting men up on a fucking other men, up on a pedestal higher than you. What am I talking about? It's all over the place. It's everywhere. You play video games because you want to be another man. You want to be that man. You don't want to be the man you are. All right? You watch a lot of videos and you idolize some of these men. Because people are always asking me, hey, what do you think of Joe Blow? What do you think of John Doe? What do you mean what I think of him? Don't know. What can I think of him? What do you mean? I don't think anything of other men very much. Too busy worried about thinking of me, where I fall in there, in that pecking order, in the real world. So what am I talking about? This one's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. If it hurts your feelings too much, you need to go look in the mirror and have a talk with that man in that mirror. And find out why it hurts your feelings so much. You need to fix that shit.
Yep.
You got time for that. Right?
Yep.
Talking about all these jerseys, this hero worship shit, or grown men going out and putting another man's name across their backs. You're going to wear another man's name on your back, like you're that man's property, like you're that man's bitch. Is that man paying your bills?
Nope.
Huh? Is that man supporting your family?
Nope.
Going to put your wife.
That's what I say to my
your
friends.
It's your woman.
Fuck the haters, because they ain't
You're
paying your
woman.
bills.
That's like something you're going to give and bestow upon your woman. Oh, here's Joe Blow, John Doe, Jersey. Look. You got you a good one. They're hard to get.
Yeah.
That's rare. Is that why you work?
What's up, Paul?
Is that all the value that money has to you? And you think that means something? That impresses somebody?
Listen to Uncle James.
It doesn't impress real motherfuckers in a good way. It reads 24 karat stupid to me and just ignorant and unrealistic. And I think that poor bastard. That poor bastard. You're going to present some other man like this in front of your family. You're the anchor, man. You're the leader of your family. You're the anchor. If you're not, you're supposed to be.
Yep.
You're that rock, that foundation, immovable when it comes to that. But you're going to wear that man's name on your back, and you're going to put that man's name across your woman's back, and then your kids too, maybe?
Yep.
What does that say? Think. You can't afford not to. Think. What does that say? What are you trying to say? I ain't shit, but here, this man's really put his name across your back. Huh? Is he keeping that electric on? You kids come to the table for dinner if you still use a family anymore? Few people do. That food on that plate, that man put that food there?
Nope.
Huh?
Nope.
That man filling your car with gas?
Nope.
Man put clothes on your kids' back?
Nope.
Is that guy gonna put your kids to college?
Nope.
So where do you fall in that pecking order then? If you're displaying this man as some kind of idol, placing him so far up above you, even to your family, do they have a jersey with your name on it?
Nope.
Huh? Yeah, the jerseys are is your old lady and your kids, are they running around wearing jerseys with your name on it?
Hell yeah, brother.
How about you be the hero?
Gotta have the garlic, man.
You know, the saying when you were a
two of
child,
them.
you know, you did the things that a child would do, but when you became a man, you put away the things of a child.
We're gonna go heavy on the garlic.
Time to worry about yourself. How about you be the hero of your own story? And if you're alone, what do you think? That's a detriment. Huh?
I'm gonna piss off my
I guess something
coworkers.
holds you back.
Smell like
I'm
freaking
alone.
garlic man.
Nobody likes me. I
Hell
don't have
yeah.
any friends. I don't make friends. Neither do I.
Oh yeah.
It's motivation to me.
Oh yeah. Garlic. It's good for the baboon
Inspiration,
butt.
more importantly. It's inspiration. It's inspiring. Those small shots of motivation and inspiration, they come from the difference between me and all those other guys out there that I see day to day moving through the world. That's inspiring to me. Momentary, it's fleeting.
Right. Get some
And I
garlic
rely on
going here.
inspiration. I don't rely on motivation. I rely on discipline, and that's a different story.
So good for you though, man.
Who doesn't like a good movie where the protagonist, the hero, he has to fight through adversity? He has challenges, he has handicaps, the odds are stacked against him. The more so, the better. The more I relate, the more I can
What's up,
cheer for
Derek?
that
How
guy.
you doing, man?
The more I can cheer for that man. The more he gets knocked down and beat, and he keeps pushing on, and he keeps coming through that, the more he's rejected.
That's cool, bro. I just started, so I'll be on for a while.
Or even give him a nod.
Giving away my
or even
my
recognize
recipe.
his effort. The fewer they are, the more I cheer for that guy. The more I root
Nice.
for that man.
I'm on day 12.
That's
No
all
beer.
those good stories that you see, right? That's what tells you that's your heart, man.
Feeling
That's what
good, man.
motivates you. That's what moves
Had a
your
hard
soul,
day in the
pushes your
office,
spirit.
though.
You want to see that man succeed, man. That man deserves to succeed. You don't want to watch a movie where the hero has it easy. You don't want to watch a movie where the hero is handed everything. There's no challenge. I don't. I want to see a guy tarred and feathered and thrown out of town, run out on a rail, and then he
Thank you, bro.
heals up and strengthens up and gets himself back together and dusts himself off, and he comes back.
Taking a
And
break.
there's fucking hell to pay, and there's justice, and there's righteous retribution. That's what I want to see. I want to see that guy come from behind and dominate and win.
Appreciate
So
the
all
support,
those
man.
excuses, man, I'm sad, I'm lonely. I don't have anybody in my corner. Nobody values the things I contribute. I root for the underdog.
Yep, me too.
I am the underdog. I am
Oh my
the
man.
misfit, the outcast, the dude that was bullied as a kid. But I made a decision. I chose the path I was going to go down. For better and for worse sometimes. But it's been more good than bad. So, how about it's time you be the hero of your own story? You be the leading man of your story. How about that? How about that?
Sounds good to me, man.
It's a good feeling. It's worth every drop of sweat and blood. It's worth all the suffering, whatever trials and tribulations, whatever roadblocks are in your way, whatever doors are slammed in your face. Yeah. You survive and thrive for spite, if for nothing else. You be the champion. You be the hero of your story from now on. Give that a try. See how that fits. We need that today.
Yes, sir. Fuck, I love listening to him. Oh shit, oh my god. I'm just gonna let him rip. I love listening to this dude talk. It's fucking inspirational.
Arc'teryx, footwear for mountain athletes.
All right, let's talk about how you can not only survive, but thrive in the quality of your life as you're moving into older age.
What's up, Bumperoo?
First thing you need to
How
understand,
you
and this
doing?
is not really in dispute, is that as you age, you begin to lose,
Baggage time.
or at least your ability is downgraded. Your ability to metabolize and assimilate and put to good use that protein in your diet that you're intaking. That's not a huge revelation. People are aware of this. People are aware of this. They call it anabolic resistance. So do you think it only happens with protein? And what does that actually mean? It doesn't just happen with protein. It happens with everything. It happens with all nutrition. And so what's your answer to that? Well, you could take in more protein. What's your blood pressure like?
Hi.
I've gone over this before. Every man should know the basics. Every man should know. You check the oil in your car, right? You give your car
What's
more
up, Chatty?
consideration than you give yourself in your own life.
How you doing, bro?
Every man should know what his blood pressure typically is. When he
I
gets
know
up in the
mine's high.
morning, what his fasted blood sugar level is,
Mushrooms.
what his resting heart rate is. Every man should know these things. Every man should have these tools in his home. You got a hammer, you got a saw, you got a rake, you got a lawnmower, you got a weed eater, you got any of these things, you got a drain pan, maybe you change your own oil, maybe. That's becoming even more rare. And we need these other
Hamburger and
things
mushrooms so
so you
far.
can survive and actually thrive in the older age. You need these things so there ain't nothing coming around the corner to blindside you. And then you can never say never anyway, right? But at least
So,
they give
got
you
the
a pretty
hamburger
good
and the
feel,
mushrooms
good
going.
handle, good, honest, true assessment. of
Yep,
where you're
I
at
sure
and what's
do.
going on.
Lots of
How you
them.
make it out.
Lots
How
of
you
mushrooms and lots of garlic, lots of hamburger.
So if your blood pressure is elevated, you probably don't want to be just taking in a mad amount of protein. That wipes out kidneys. That destroys kidneys. Blood pressure wrecks kidneys. Blood pressure wrecks kidneys. None of this is top secret information. None of this is a revelation, right? It better not be if you're trying to survive. It better not be if you're trying to thrive. You need to know a lot more. So you could, in light of this anabolic resistance, right, and your downgraded or downregulated ability to assimilate, process, absorb, put to work the protein that you're ingesting, well, maybe you can take it somewhat, or at least add in, augment, and supplement your diet daily with amino acids.
Yep.
With essential amino acids. Why essential
I'm trying to
amino
watch,
acids?
but I gotta hurry here.
What do you think essential means?
I got stirred the shit.
I can make a whole lot of things out of a whole lot of other things. But you need essential amino acids. That's why they're called essential. So maybe you should start to begin to augment some of the protein intake, offset some of it, or add to it, in addition to it, essential amino acids. Easier to digest, more readily available.
Spaghetti, yep.
You're already one step closer, right? Already broken down for you. Essential amino acids, okay? Simple enough solution. But it's not only protein, it's everything else. And this is why.
I splattered myself. Oh my God.
are more important than macros as you age. Micronutrients, everybody knows the macros. Oh, how much protein taking in, how much carbs, how much fats. You want to be able to perform and do something. I would start to consider micros. Micronutrients are what you need to focus on. You still go ahead and eat your food, eat your whole foods. This is where supplements prove invaluable, and this is what these other dumb fucks aren't going to tell you. They're not going to make it. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be quite frank. When they're my age, I would challenge they'd have a damn hard time hanging with me right now. And I can guarantee you what, by year's end, they can't fuck with me. Any way, shape, or form. And you'll see. I'll show you. Micronutrients. If you can't pull that nutrition from those whole foods the same as you could have when you're a younger man, micronutrients, it's easy. Makes every bit of sense in the world. Micronutrients, and that's the value in supplementation. That's all there is to say about that. That's the value in supplementation. Micronutrients matter. It's just like this is why you would supplement L-arginine, why you would supplement
I use whatever I can get.
why you would supplement L-arginine, why you would supplement L-citrulline. As an older guy, especially L-citrulline.
Right here.
Yeah, what are you going to just get it all from watermelon L-citrulline? How much watermelon you got to eat? And we don't even want to get into all that produce and the vegetables and the fruits. Where is it sourced from? These other clowns on here, one in particular, I can remember off the top of my head, but he's already self-imploding. Nobody really watches his shit, so he's not really doing that much harm. But every time he makes any video where he really wants to do any other thing than just lift weights, he is really showing his lack of understanding. And it shows in his fucking physique.
Yeah.
Shows in his physique.
I'd like to see your recipe there, Bumpy, someday.
Still a young man. Looks like shit. I guarantee you, functions like shit, performs like shit.
I'm always open to new recipes, that's for sure.
Now, he thinks it's all a bullshit story, right? I've seen videos he's made. He's made videos talking about how, you don't have to worry about insecticides and toxins and shit in the ground or in your vegetables or in your produce and your fruits. Yeah, you do. Guess what? Just for shits and giggles. I just Googled yesterday, just on my phone even, right? And that's a whole other problem. These phones emit noise radiation 24/7, right? Yep. You got Calvin Muscle. He's telling you, don't eat this, don't eat that, or you're a bot, right? But then half the time I've seen in videos he's wearing on his wrist this thing that measures his pulse rate, his heartbeat, and I don't even know what all else it tells you because I don't want one. You couldn't give me one. He's got that thing on his wrist. Maybe it's got GPS. I don't know what the fuck all it's got or doesn't have. But the whole point is, how is it doing all that? How's it doing all that shit? How's it communicating all that shit? Radio waves, microwaves, radio waves. radio frequency, radiation. Irradiating him, bolted right to his wrist. Status symbol. You know what that status says to me? I'm a dumb fuck. I don't care about my health. I'll irradiate myself. Next thing, I'll just stick my head in the microwave. That's what I'm thinking. And one video, while he's talking, he pulls right out of his front pocket on a loose, baggy-ass pair of fucking satin or whatever the fuck they are, sweatpants. And he pulls a big old cell phone right out of his pocket. Sitting there irradiating his balls, his nuts, every other fucking thing. And he's going to tell you, oh, watch that water. Oh, this. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. But how can you be the bastion of that kind of fucking elucidation, those truths, and people can rely on that information, and you don't even know this, and you're showing that you don't know it. He's worried about these little teeny tiny details, and he's fucking wearing this fucking thing, carrying this radioactive device, this electronic dog collar right in his pocket, his front pocket, in the gym in his sweatpants. Or he's strapping one right to his wrist. It's ridiculous. So micronutrients are more important than macronutrients when you get older. Micronutrients, because you can't wrench and pull, you can't extract the nutrition out of that whole food source the way you used to.
True.
And as far as, when I just Googled yesterday, I must have said, and this is no exaggeration, I must have sat there and scrolled through and read at least 5 stories just in the same general list that spoke about warnings from the FDA, current now, about all the toxins and pesticides in fruits and in produce right now, and the dangerous levels, and the FDA's having a shit fit. And the biggest offenders are from out of the country. So it doesn't matter if it is organic or not, they're finding organic shit too. Where'd it come from? If your strawberries came up from Mexico, you got a problem. They found tons of it in frozen strawberries and fresh strawberries. If it's closer to the ground, higher likelihood that it's still going to have a good dose of pesticides in it when you get it. It's closer to the ground.
There we go.
So you need to think about that. Where does that food come from? Where does it originate? Number one, there's so much shit you need to worry about. You need to Google and educate your fucking self.
No, I'm definitely not a vampire anymore. When I was on dope, I was.
So bad, organic doesn't even really matter.
Fucking up
And
all night.
it's important to me because I consume a lot of strawberries and a lot of berries, period, for the antioxidants. I mean,
I love garlic, man. It's so good for you.
You need to educate yourself. You need to take at least half the
I
interest
love
in
garlic.
your own body, in your own physical fucking welfare as you age, as you do in researching what tires and what kind of deal you get on a tire for your fucking car when it needs it. Man the fuck up and be responsible for yourself, because maybe you'd like to think that you have responsibilities to others that you can fucking fulfill still.
Right. Uncle James.
Macronutrients, supplementation, it matters as you age.
All right.
And
Put the garlic in now.
The latest FDA warnings.
Make sure I got all the shit out of there yet. Okay.
That you were eating.
Lots of garlic.
See if we can avoid that. I like to eat even extra strawberries with every fish meal because I eat too much fish and I'm trying to avoid all that fucking mercury contamination. Here's another one. There's forever chemicals. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what I'm saying. I've spoken about it in great depth in cited studies and every other fucking thing in a video not that long ago. Okay? So refer to that, please. Because this is getting long enough as it is like usual.
So we got
There's
hamburger,
forever chemicals.
garlic,
Right? Guess where they just found the worst
mushrooms,
source in the United
and the
States?
sauce.
You will never guess.
Now we're going to do an onion.
Purific factories and plants and all this stuff, right? No. On the West Coast and the East Coast, in the sea foam, the foam from the oceans, when it crashes against the shore, the aerosol that sprays up, the ocean spray. The ocean spray, now they found, Google it, is responsible for releasing more of these forever chemicals into the atmosphere in the United States than all the plants and factories combined.
Wow.
Yearly.
Ocean spray on the shore.
Mind-blowing to you?
That is mind-blowing.
You eat anything comes out of these oceans? I do. I guarantee you, no matter how hard you
Can I
try.
do some
like
tea
Tony,
after I'm
he's
done,
got his
Chadio?
heart in the right place. He really does. But no matter how hard you try, you and me both, you're not getting this shit out of your body. You're going to have it in your body. You're going to
All
get
right,
it.
man.
That's why there are 4 heavy metals in your body that they have normal ranges for. Not healthy ranges, normal ranges for.
I mean, once I get all this
That
stuff
they
in
detect
there,
your body.
I'm just gonna let it cook for a couple hours. I'll do the noodles later. Anybody can cook noodles.
You don't think this has any
I just wanted to show my recipe
You see how
for my
sick people are
spaghetti.
today with all our advances in medicine still.
So here goes the onion.
You don't need to help them alone. Listen, if you got one foot in that box already, get the fuck out of there and get away from here. I told you before. That Grim Reaper, he's on your back. He's on my back too. I know he's back there. Sometimes I feel him back there. And he's fighting for position. He's got my fucking back. And you know what he wants to do? He wants to stick that fucking bony dick of death in me. Best you can do is what I do. Stave him off just enough to avoid that fucking bony ass dick of death, because that's what he's back there trying to do. He's trying to get a hold of you. He's constantly struggling.
Yep.
You're constantly, whether you realize it or not, because if it's not constant, if you don't realize the fight that you're in,
2 fresh tomatoes.
you may as well just go pick your box out now. Just go pick it out now. Save everybody a lot of grief, heartache, having to stand there in your absence and figure out what to fucking throw your dead ass in or to put you in the ground, right? If that's your option. Just go out and help them pick it out right now and find something nice and comfortable, because you're already ready to lay your ass in it. And you can close the lid before too long. Because that bony dick of death back there, that Grim Reaper, he's got your back, he's on you, he's fucking jockeying for position, constantly fighting you, and he wants to stick that motherfucker up in you, just like the government.
Yep.
Your job and my job, but I know it's my job, is to keep that from happening. Prevent that from happening, because I'm not having that. I don't want that. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. I've calmed down a little bit now. I was just all cranked up fucking, feeling manly, fucking moving a little bit of iron around.
Moving some iron around.
It's my comeback workout.
Yep.
At any rate, the real important shit that matters.
Okay, the tomatoes are
all
going
this
in.
shit's cosmetic workout. Shit that really matters, to a point it is. Shit that I'm doing outside, the ring spots, all this kind of fucking shit, all that transverse fucking throwing shit and slinging shit and all that kind of crap. And I'm going to start to document all that and everything too, but I ain't there yet after just bouncing back from this latest thing. I ain't there yet. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I had a partly collapsed lung, and guess what that was from? My last video went into it. It was from one of these supplements that I take that's either in tablet or capsule form. I don't know which one went down the wrong pipe. Throw them in there to swallow them, gulping them down. One of them went down my fucking trachea and got into my lung. Yeah. If you give a rat's ass and you're unaware, check out that video. You know what I mean? It's just something to think about. I know it's something I'm going to think about now. Anyway, that's it. That's it. Educate yourselves. Educate yourselves, man. Educate yourselves. I know it's a pain in the fucking ass. I know it is. I know it is. All of it is a pain in the ass. All of it is. But whether you realize it or not, you're still in a fight. You're still in the fight. You may be playing dead like a fucking possum, but you're still in the fight, man. You just get up off your fucking knees. That's all you gotta do.
Yep.
Figuratively, get up off your knees, no matter what's been going on with you, what you're trying to come back, push through, fight through. Anything that you do in the good direction, the productive direction, is 100% more than you did yesterday.
Yep.
Okay. Do not despise small beginnings, small steps to the moon, right? Yeah. So you are in a fight. And you might have lost a battle or two. And you might be all scarred up. But war ain't over until you're in the fucking box and the lid is shut. And they're throwing dirt on top of that son of a bitch. That's when it's over. And I ain't in no hurry for that to happen myself. I know it's inevitable. I ain't going gently. And I recommend You don't go gently either. Take care and have an awesome evening.
So that's it. I'll give you a gander. I'm sure you all know what spaghetti looks like, but we'll take a look at mine. Then I'm going to have some tea. So I got hamburger, mushrooms, garlic, onion, and the sauce, Classico and Stater brand sauce, couple of diced up tomatoes, and then I just cook it for a couple hours. That's it, right there. Let me turn on the light, and then I just cook it for a couple hours. Let it simmer. Let the onions and garlic all cook in, and then I just leave it separate from the noodles, and then I'll put it in a separate container and cook the noodles separate, and then just use the sauce as I go, But there it is. So I'll just cook that for a couple hours. And that's that, man. That's how I make my spaghetti. It's pretty simple. I don't put tons of seasonings in it. Just the basics, And it usually turns out really good. So that'll be done before I go to bed. So I'll have food. That'll last me. Fuck, man. That'll last me for 4 days. All that. So I'll have food for like 4 days. By the time I'm done with that, I'll be burned out with spaghetti. I'll be totally burned out. Let me plug this in here. There we go. So, yeah, by the time I'm done, I'll be spaghettied out, man. So, but it's cheap food. I mean, like that whole batch probably cost me $10, and I could eat on it for like 4 days. So that's really cheap, and it's really yummy. So that's that, man. That's my recipe for spaghetti. Of course, when I cook my spaghetti, I cook the noodles for like 10 to 12 minutes. And then I don't rinse them because I like my noodles to come out sticky. I don't like them to be slippery. So I won't rinse them. I'll just let them dry. And then they're kind of like sticky. And then that's how I like my noodles. I'm a weirdo. I like them starchy. So thank you for stopping by, checking out my spaghetti live. If you have any questions about how I do it, you can watch this video or just ask me in the comments after I post it. It's pretty simple. It's all fresh. So, I mean, the only way you could get it fresher is if you make your own sauce, but I'm not there yet. I'm not that good of a cook yet, but maybe someday I'll attempt to make my own like sauce from scratch. That would really be probably a real Italian way of doing it, but I'm not Italian. I'm a mixed puppy, so thank you guys for stopping by. Bumpy, Chadio, I'll see you in a minute. Who else stopped by here? Derek, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. Who else was here? That's it. Yep. Paul, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you, man. So, Chadio, I'll see you in a minute. Thanks for stopping by, brother. You're a little late. I'm getting ready to end it right now, but I just made spaghetti. So glad you stopped by anyhow. Good to see you always. And we'll catch y'all later. See ya.